Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to start looking into this ship here. And if you're wondering what this ship is, this is fairly old and I've had it for a long time. But this ship is way bigger than the camera, but it is the USS Missouri, right? And as you can see, it's been around. So make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to show you what I've got. We're going to look into how long this thing's been around and some of the aftermarket stuff I've bought for it. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll be right back.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
Hello BSCFamily and welcome back to my bench. So, yeah, I've got a 1/350 scale Missouri Battleship here, right? Now, I've had this for quite a long time. Now, the copyright on this thing here is 2001. Now, this thing's been across Canada at least twice that I know of, right? And it's been in storage. I bought it used, but it was never built. So I bought it at a garage sale and somebody bought it way back then. And I don't even remember how much I paid for this thing, but I did buy it used. And I'm not sure when the original kit was made, but this one here is 2001, right? And I think, let's see, try to turn this thing around. It is big. As you can see from the box, it's been in storage pretty much ever since I bought it. But anyways, let's take a look here. Yeah, so yeah, copyright 2001, right? It's Revell, obviously. Kit number, I believe, is D-32257, I think. But anyway, either way, this is I've had it for quite a long time, right? And it's been in storage, and that's why this thing has gotten wet, it has gotten squished, it has been beat up. I mean, there's big holes and everything else. I mean, this is in rough shape. Now, I wish I could get my camera further away, but yeah, this has been definitely beat up quite a bit. And yeah, I'm gonna finally get into this thing. Now, I have looked into it and looked at it a few times, and there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing has been started. But being that it is a Revell, at least I haven't found anything. But when I went looking for an aftermarket kit for this, you know, the photo etch and stuff, there was nothing for Revell. I think there's lots of stuff for different things like the Trumpeter and whatever other brands there are, right? But nothing specifically for the Revell. Now, I do believe I went, because I did pick something up, and I do believe it is for the Trumpeter kit, right? So let's open this up. And like I said, this thing has been in storage pretty much ever since I got it. So yes, here is the Pontos kit. I do believe this one was for, like I said, I think it's for the Trumpeter. All right. So there's going to be stuff in this kit that doesn't completely work with this ship. I'm hoping that pretty much the size of the stuff that's here is going to fit this kit. I don't know how much difference the trumpeter kit is to this one, but I'll use what I can, modify a few things if need to be, but we'll take a look at this after, right? Now I have to go back in my videos. I'm not sure, but I think I did kind of an unboxing of all of this stuff. I don't remember because it's probably been a couple years now, if I did do one. So go back in my videos and check that out. If I can find something, I'll maybe put a link up in the corner here or down in the description. Speaking of the description, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, make sure that all notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on anything. Give me a follow on my Instagram, my Facebook group. Links for all of that are down there in the description. There's merch that you can check out. Also, I have a PayPal me link down there, and there is the join button. So if you're interested in that, there's that way to help as well. So, as you can see, this here, actually it's not picking it up very good, but this thing is definitely dusty and dirty. Right, like I said, it's sat around for a long time, so this is going to definitely need a serious cleaning. But as you can see here, nothing's been done. Right now, I don't know how much of all of this stuff is going to have to come off. Right now, I'll try to get this camera to cooperate. It doesn't like focusing on things when you move it closer because it likes the background. Right, so let's see here. Make sure. Yeah, sorry, it was locked on, but yes, I don't know if I'm going to have to remove a lot of this stuff. You know, I mean, it's definitely got some decent detail. From what I can see, though, there is a lot of ejector pin marks and stuff like that. So a lot of it's probably going to have to be cleaned up and fixed anyways. So, but you can see like the deck boards and stuff. I mean, the detail's there, but it's not the nicest, right? So hopefully we're going to fix that. And again, look at the dirt and stuff that's collected over the years, you know. So definitely going to have to clean all that out. Give me a second here. That stuff won't even dump out. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to have to deal with some serious mold lines here. Like I said, this is 2001. I don't know if that's the original, but 2001 was when this one was made. So it definitely needs some cleaning. Now, I'm not quite sure. I do believe this kit was meant for the water, actually. The way things are designed here for the propellers and the shafts and stuff almost looks like you're able to dig them out, like drill them out and actually put motor shafts in. Like I think there was actually a kit you could buy that would mount on things like the pins here, right? And these cross braces and stuff like that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that the superstructure for the deck as well is meant to be pulled off so you can access like the battery pack and stuff like that, right? See, lines up nicely with these things here. So, but anyways, yeah, so that's definitely going to need some cleaning and some fixing, some holes drilled. And yeah, we're going to go from there. We'll look at the instructions after. Like I said, everything is still bagged up, and it has been. So again, see like this one here, this is like a battery tray or something, the way it's designed. You know, so it's meant to sit in or glue in somewhere where you have access or be able to pull it out, something like that. So now I could be totally wrong. Maybe this is just the way it is, but I think that's what this thing was actually meant for. And again, we'll look into this here. I don't know if there's anything that says, you know, that it can be converted. got all your colors and parts and pieces. No, see, that piece must be the base then. Maybe not. I really don't know. But anyways, yeah, so there's that stuff. And like I said, we'll open all this stuff up as we go here. But yeah, you can see that it's all sealed. So there's going to be a lot of work to be done. And again, I'm hoping that a lot of the aftermarket kit parts will fit. Here we've got the flags and stuff. So we're definitely going to get into this. We even have some rigging here. Some decals that are beat to hell. Number 63. I'm pretty sure those are no longer any good. Now, I do believe too with the kit, I opted in, there's several ones that you could do, and I believe one of them was, or the one that I got, give me a second here, let's get this out of the way for a second. Anyways, the one that I opted for was the 1944, I believe it was. I can't remember. I believe it is. I believe it's 1944 style. Right? But there is a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that states what it is, but like I said, I bought this stuff like almost 2 years ago now, if not longer. But anyways, there is going to be a lot to do. All right, and we're just going to take our time. I'm in no hurry to get this completely done. I want it to look as good as I can, and I know there's stuff that's going to have to be modified. But anyways, yeah, so I'm pretty sure this was to represent the 1944, maybe 45 version. But either way, we've got the instructions here. We've got a lot of resin stuff. So there's like 4 or 5 bags in here full of resin. We've got a bunch of the brass barrels, stanchions, things like that. So there's a lot. There's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3 bags in there. And then of course we've got the wood deck, right? So that's definitely going to enhance everything. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of stuff that's on the deck to be able to do all of this. We got all the railings, so I don't know what the factory railings look like. I think there's 9 sheets of brass, right? Doesn't look too bad, eh? Now I've been keeping this and not dreading working on it, but I know it's going to be a lot of work, and I had to hone some of my skills first. And see, look, there's all the anchor chains where they're supposed to go there. So yeah, a lot of that stuff's going to have to come off the deck, which is fine because I mean we're just trying to make it look as nice as we can. Now we got I'm not sure what this is. I think this might be at the very back at the aft end, and this I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is decals. Well, it's good that we got decals because we got what, 61, 2, 3, and 4. So I have to figure out which one we're doing. I'm not sure. Like I'm Canadian, so I mean I love all these, you know, the battleships and stuff. So maybe somebody can tell me what the different numbers are. Like what do they mean? And maybe help me decide on which one we're doing, because I think this goes on here, but I think it depends on if we use this depending on the year that we're doing or where it was stationed, things like that. I really couldn't tell you. So I'm looking for your guys' help with this stuff. Not sure what that is. If it's supposed to be something. No? Just some glue or something. But anyways, yeah, so there's all the brass. So we'll take a quick look at the instructions here. Let's say put this face down just to help protect it a little bit more. I'm going to put that there, that one there, this one here, put this back in here. Right, so we're going to that. This is the reconstruction instructions. I don't know if this tells you what to remove or if it just tells you what to build. You know, if it tells you if there's any prepping, you know, what to cut off, what to sand off, things like that. And see, there's a helicopter pad and stuff now. I don't know. I'm going to have to check some reference pictures, but I don't think the 1944 had a helicopter landing pad, did it? So we'll have to look into that. Same thing with the front. I don't know if it was just steel plate or if the wood deck actually went all the way forward. Right. So yeah, this just gives you what needs to be done when you get to certain areas, right? So like your main bridge, main mast, your funnel caps, you know. We've got the 16-inch turrets, right? So things like that. So it doesn't tell you, oh, this is step 1, step 2. Maybe it would correspond with the kit that it's meant for, which, like I said, I think is the trumpeter kit. Yeah, see, dry transfer. It's got some dry transfer stuff. Yeah, it doesn't even tell me which kit it's meant for. Looks like we've got a bunch of the resin stuff here, so I'll have to get all that stuff cleaned up, prepped up, and of course the photo etch that goes with it, right? Like the little MK37s, the harpoon launchers, right? The antennas. There's a lot of things here, so hopefully I don't screw up too much of it. Like this antenna array looks pretty crazy. I don't know about you, but that looks like a lot of work on its own. That whole frame structure, the antenna array itself, you know, it's pretty nuts. And I wouldn't doubt that some of this stuff is pretty freaking small. Right, so, yeah. So I'm going to try and keep these videos quite short. We're sitting at about 18 minutes right now, but I'll probably edit that down a bit. Just the last quick little look at the instruction booklet itself for the ship. And yeah, then we'll end this video. Like I said, I'm just going through this quickly. If you want to look at stuff, you can kind of pause this stuff here. Probably hard to see with the sun coming through the window, you know. But yeah, just I mean, it looks like we're going to get right into the guns and stuff right off the bat. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be modifiable if you're doing an RC boat. But anyways, yeah, I'm sure there's photo etch and stuff for the tops of the turrets and stuff like that. And again, I could be completely wrong. Maybe this one isn't convertible, but I think it is. If you know, let me know down in the comments below. You know, like, so a lot of these things are all going to have to be modified. I don't know what the hell that is. I've never seen that symbol before. A clock symbol. Now I have to look. I'm not seeing anything for a clock symbol. You know what that clock symbol means? I'm kind of thinking that it means that let this stuff completely dry. You know, give it time. Could be wrong. If you know what that symbol is, let me know. So I've never seen it before. It's down here again. Take your time, let it dry when you build. After you build it, make sure it's completely cured. And let's see, 1944 to 1947. So here's an option that we're going to have to look at. Again here, 47 to 55. You know, so I guess it would depend if we're doing this or doing this. So there's things that we're going to have to watch. Like I said, I'm going for the 1945 version, I do believe. Basically when it was first launched, because I think it was 44, launched in 44, and in 45 they did some retrofitting because it took longer than they expected to build the ship. So by the time they actually put this thing into service, that they actually had to retrofit it with some of the newer stuff, right? And then along again around 47, maybe it was 47, they retrofitted it. It wasn't long after. And then again, I think they retrofitted it again somewhere in the 55 range. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know my full history on it, but I remember that they retrofitted this thing at least a couple times because of, you know, this thing's been in service for so long, but at the same time it took so long to get this thing built and out into the water. So yeah, there's like the side decks, things like that. See, back here they're not showing anything as far as a helicopter pad. Yeah, see, they got the plane launchers. So I think that's something I'm going to have to look into. I think the plane launchers were 44, you know, 47, somewhere in there. And of course the crane lifeboat. Yeah, because that would be where the helicopter landing pad would be now, is back here, right? So I think they took out like this breakwater wall with all the little guns. They took that out and it took all of this stuff off and then turned it into the helicopter landing pad. So we're definitely going to have to look into that. Yeah, we got to pick 1944 to 47 or 47 to 55. Now I do believe, like I said, I believe I picked up the kit for 44 to 47. I can look up the number and double check just to make sure I'm not trying to build the 44 to 47 when I have the stuff for 47 to 55 or newer. Because either way, they're not showing anything for... Almost looks like these antennas here are all different. I think there's more antenna arrays and stuff on the 47 to 55. So, but again, you guys let me know. Yeah, this is going to be fun. We're going to have fun. It's going to take some time. Yeah, tell me what you think. Hit that like and subscribe button for me, please. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. Definitely check out other videos of stuff I've done. And then if you're into gaming, you can check out my gaming channel, Blue Streak Gaming. I'm not sure if I put it in the description or in my channel, but yeah, it's called Blue Streak Gaming, spelled the same way, 2 words. And yeah, I do gaming and stuff over there, so give that a check if you're interested in that stuff. So with all that being said, have fun with what you're doing. Try to push your limits if you want. If not, stay where you're comfortable. And always have fun. So until next time, later.